Good evening, folks, and welcome to some more Subnautica Below Zero. As we get this underway and see how much more drowning and other sorts of horrors await us. Okay, time to take stock of where we were from last time. We actually do have some table coral, so this is actually a good thing. I don't actually think I need the pipes anymore. More or less. Hey, get in the seatruck. I don't want to drown the very beginning. Okay, so the big problem that we have right now... Oh, one second. Let me change the options, because I realized I turned off the voice and the ambience and everything because I was working on some stuff and needed the music. That was why it was strangely silent. Hey, welcome, folks. Welcome, Bautista, Time or Timeless, Gamer Snake. So, at this point, our problem is more, we can't repair our seatruck. I wonder if that's still a bug. I guess the easiest way to test this out is to, once again, attempt. Seatruck, why are you doing this? Ah, jeez. Okay, so seatruck can't be repaired, it seems. I wonder if that's a quirk of the mod or not. But means that it's going to be significantly more challenging. If I could repair this, even with the 4 times damage, I could probably make things work pretty easy. Okay, so that's where my life pod is. Pilot last known location, that's the Lily Pad Isles. Hey, welcome Andrew Ryan and QA. Yeah, I think that it's because it puts its actual health value there instead of like percentage as part of this mod. That's might be why it can't be repaired. Because it takes an incredible amount of damage as well. So this is interesting. I have to make sure that I don't get hit by as many critters as possible, which is a little problematic because the seatruck does not handle as gracefully as in base Subnautica with the sea moth. Hey, welcome, Tiger. So our biggest problem is also trying to avoid the chelicerates, because if they grab it, my poor seatruck is gonna explode. Which also raises a good question as to where I am. Because I don't know where I am quite. This is also a oh, that's the Masukas. And that's a crash fish. I should definitely avoid the crash fish. Life is going to be very bad if I let a crash fish just blow up against my seatruck. My downside is I don't think I can actually dodge it. Yeah, it's would you kindly play a round of golf with me? It's an iconic scene from BioShock. I really feel like I'm off course. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get aggro from the chelicerate that's in this area. It's one of the downsides of trying to navigate at night, especially when you have these limitations. It's very hard to tell where you are and where you're going. And if I get out of this, I will have 1 second to try and figure out.
Geothermal activity detected below. Beware of high pressure and temperatures.
I think the spiral plants that I need to make this work are down here. But that's the thing, I can't go very low. Oh, is that a moon pool?
Warning, passing 100 meters.
Oh, that's a seatruck docking.
Decreased.
Okay, so I need to find spiral plants. If I can find those, then I can actually make the further depth modules for my seatruck. And that's so far the bigger problem. It's Subnautica Below Zero. We're working on a 1 second challenge, among other things. All the stuff is in the thumbnail and description as to what sort of horrors this one contains. I only vaguely remember what the spiral plants look like. I know they have the spiral design. They're not looking like that. Oh, those look like spiral plants. Oh! Alright, I gotta do this fast.
Warning, passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency.
If I do this fast, I mean actually have a knife equipped. Bam. Spiral plant clip-in. Oh, there's another one. This is a relatively safe area. Oh, and there's lithium. I need lithium. I need lots of stuff. But lithium is definitely high up there. Now that I have a seatruck, this is somewhat easier in a certain sense. But, we're working on spiral plant clip-ins because those are what I need to make synthetic fibers. And the synthetic fibers are what's needed to make the depth modules to go even deeper. Maybe I should actually get this right next to it. It seems that that's what I have to do if I really want to make this work. Hey, get in the seatruck. And we have to make sure that we don't scratch the paint. This is also important that I get the lithium because I'm pretty sure I need plasteel ingots to... Well, I'm pretty close to my depth limit. Now, that's pretty lucky that they were under 300... higher than 300 meters, because otherwise I would have had to do some really big shenanigans, like do depth modules all the way... Not depth modules, pipes all the way down. Ain't nobody wanted to do that. Alright, so I do have the spiral plants. I have the lithium. This is an excellent point to try and save. Because I get the feeling that there's going to be a bit of save and reloads being done for some things in here. Mostly because the biggest problem is going to be I don't have the luxury of making infinite number of seatrucks in depth modules. So if I die repeatedly, I will put myself in a very difficult position that'll make it harder and harder to recover from. So I'm going to try to not get myself stupidly killed off, but as you can probably tell, there's probably going to be some save and reloads being done for it. This is especially true if I make a prawn suit, because a prawn suit... A seatruck, if you die outside of it and it was the last thing you were in, will put you back in your seatruck. So if I, for instance, drown right here and now, I'll respawn in my seatruck. Unless I die, in which case I'll go back to my last save base. Hey, welcome, Dino Gamer. I think that's a feature of the mod Gamer Snake, that it puts the actual health value of the thing on your display. Because, believe me, I don't have that much health compared to a normal seatruck. And with the 4 times damage, it's going to be very bad. Because a Tulisarate grabbing this destroyed it in just one go. Whereas in base below 0, you will not have this. See, I just lost a good bit for just scraping. Golly. Just for even scratching the paint. I have to try and take this slow and easy because I can't repair this, so I don't want to put myself in a bad position. Oh, I better get back. No. Hey. Oh, you're trying to give me stuff. I better get back to my base, because... Oh, I forgot the other thing. The double hunger and thirst is gonna hurt really bad. Okay, so I gotta try and make it back. Delta Dock Station is where I need to go. Oh, there's the, I think this is the one where I have to go down to actually get the Allen part. Yeah, I think it's below there. Now that I can make the depth module, I should be able to actually get down there. Because I think it's depth module 2 that gets you everywhere except the deepest parts of the crystal caves. Hey, thank you, Alex. Thank you for your kind words. It was good to de-rust with Pantheon of Halonest, and I'm hoping that I'll get more time to do more practice with that in the future. Oh, we gotta hurry and get back to base. We are gonna die of thirst. Oh shoot, there's the Chillis rate. Oh no, you didn't see me, little buddy. I'm not here. Okay, it looks like it was going that way, which is not the way I want to go. Oh, it's right there. You didn't see me. I'm not here.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
I'm working on it. I have a big, unpleasant monster in my face. It wants to bring death. Okay, so it's over there. Oh, it looks like you killed the Cryptosuchus. I mean, in a pinch, I could take one of these seed clusters and eat it. In fact, that might be a good idea. Desperate steps and all that. Desperate measures to survive. Do a barrel roll, but I can't press Z or R twice. Besides, I'm busy using bombs wisely.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay, so that gets us there. So we can now grow spiroclipins and gel sacks, which will help enormously. To be honest, though, I'm not sure how easily I could do a barrel roll with this. The seatruck is not exactly the most graceful thing in the water. I know that if we can make the hydraulic fluid, we could technically go and get Alan in the Arctic spires. As long as we have a very big understanding that we will be one-shot by snowstalkers, and the iceworm too. I think the only curiosity is whether or not the iceworm will have its special kill animations for being at full health, or if it'll just be like its generic attack, which is actually not that hard to dodge. A barrel oval. But now that I do have a seatruck, some of the harder parts of the run is going to technically be done. In the sense to where I don't have to make huge networks of pipes. I actually do have now a seatruck that can let me get through the water and go deeper. And if I get the depth module, then I'll be able to continue to go deeper. But I won't be able to make things like a reinforced diving suit. And it's dubious as to whether or not I'll get all the parts for a moon pool. Okay, so that... Oh no! Oh, I forget that they're reversed. There we go. I don't know why I always forget that, but they're reversed between Subnautica.
Seek fluid intake.
On my to-do list. Oh, I actually had some large water on hand.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
See, these are the best kind of food to have. Because it's a huge amount
Vital signs stabilizing.
of food, water, and it's also good for body heat. Like, I'll have to be carrying a huge number of those when I go to the depth module. Okay, so I only have one ruby. Oh, I thought I had more than one ruby. Okay, an emerald glass is going to be relatively simple. But it's the synthetic fibers that's going to be a real pain. Alright, so I've got lithium now. Lithium will make it a little bit easier. Let me see, I think it was Oh, I don't need the plasteel for this one. I'm going to need it for level 3. Level 3 is going to require kyanite, that's crystal caves. Maybe she had built Rapture here. I don't know, it probably wouldn't have worked out as well. Okay, so I have plenty of water to be able to continue investigating. In fact, just bring the disinfected water with us instead. I have 2 more diamonds, so that's not necessarily the hard part. I know you can get into copper mining facility if you have a good enough, if you can angle through the door just right, but I've never actually learned how to do that angling. So I don't think I'll be trying that. But I think Outpost 0, where you go at the very end of the game to meet Ellen, which you can go to early, but I think that was closed off to me because I have to swim underwater. I think I can make it there in my seatruck now. And that's a relatively safe place, because I think there's prawn suit fragments there. I know there's some in one of the wrecked ships. So getting a prawn suit is also pretty good, because that'll let me go into copper mining facility, and I can also then mine deposits. But I also want to go to Marguerite's base as soon as possible so that I can get the perimeter defense. As what I'll have to do is preemptively use the perimeter defense to be able to try and keep chelicerates and shadow leviathans off of me. If I can do that, then I can largely get to each place and get all the parts for Alan without too much trouble. Like, it's technically possible that I could finish it this run, this time. But I genuinely don't know how easy it's going to be, because there's lots of mistakes that I can make. Oh, with the copper mining facility? Yeah, it has its, it's not a bad place to go to. It has quite a few things. I think it also has some rubies, so it actually would be useful to go there. Now, I don't quite remember where Outpost 0 is, so I'm going to be kind of floundering about early on with this. I think that it was in this area. Like, I remember that there's a, like a shell. Oh, I think it's there. But there's like a part under there that you go through, and then you end up there. Well, maybe it's not there, because I remember an underwater tunnel. And that is not an underwater tunnel. Golly. Okay. So then let's see how well this works. I'm also quite lucky that I never got hit by a brine fish, because that would have probably been death, being frozen underwater with 1 second of oxygen. I feel that I'm probably getting off course, which would mean that I'd be pushed to, I think that would take me to the chelicerate that's over this way. Not to mention, I'm probably heading toward the dead zone. To be fair, I don't think I ever actually got to Outpost 0 until the very end of the game, when I finally got a beacon to go there. Yeah, I definitely overshot the mark. This should not be, it shouldn't be this far off. I've died twice so far, both times to being one-shot by brute sharks. I haven't drowned yet. However, I've had very close near misses. And it's definitely been a bit nerve-wracking with some of that. Oh, I just grazed that little penguin and I lost a bunch of health. That is so wrong. This poor seatruck is not going to last. I already know I'm going to have to build another before the end of this run. And make sure I salvage the modules. Hey, welcome, Mr. Sandwich. Yeah, I'm fingers crossed that this seatruck lasts. I'm hoping that I can find the moonpole fragments, but I don't honestly know where all of them are. That's why I'm kind of just trying to do a little bit of exploration right now. Could be getting a lot of quartz if I really wanted to with that. Okay, I don't think this is the right way. Yep, that's not the right way. Maybe down here. I remember that it was somewhere in this area along the ice shelf that there's a way down. See, that looks a little promising, but I can't say that that's actually the way. Okay, this is looking a little more promising. Just a tad promising. Okay, yeah, that's... this is it. Alright, we even got the benefit of some thermal lilies. Because the double cold that we take is also pretty rough. Okay, so we can take... See, this would have been a pretty decent place to come early on as well, once we had the means to come here. We probably could have... Aha! I have researched Snowman. Oh, there's some prawn suits. Now I can build a snowman.
What did Altera use this place for?
Shoot.
Researchers here were trying to find me.
The hell? Oh, I must have. Wonder if I can get the battery cell fragment. Wait a sec. Did I have a battery charger? I think I did. Well, I might as well, that's it. Jeez, put it on the habitat builder. Because I think I can check it from the habitat builder. There it is. Wiring kit, copper wire, titanium. I can make that work. Oh, lantern fruit. And an indoor grow bed. Those ones will be good. Hey, give me some lantern fruit. Oh, it only gives food. To be fair, it didn't give a lot of water in Subnautica, but it still gave some. Yeah, I must have got lucky then, Apollo. Ooh, water filtration machine. I'm not sure I'll have the energy to keep up a water filtration machine, but... And to be fair, I don't technically need one because of the benefit of... Oh, and a bulkhead. Even though I never use bulkheads, so not exactly the most needed thing. But...
Was this Sam's space? What was she doing all the way out here?
I will get the cat picture. I think I like kind of scanning things even if I don't need it. To some degree, Tormuz. Now I can actually make it over here, so that is very helpful. Oh, I can make it... And finally get windows. Not that I'll actually use windows either, because those will just make my life difficult. If I was going for more base building, then I would probably be trying to pick up the posters. However, at last, the vending machine, it's mine. Hey, welcome, Foro. And high flyer. Oh, large room fragment. I thought you'd get this from scanning Marguerite's place. I guess that might be one way. To be fair, I don't think I'm going to be building a large room. It would just be a huge waste of resources with what I have. Cat photos.
Potato. I miss that.
Oh, that's why you said potato. Alright. Well, potato photos are the one exception. Oh, early ion cube. That's pretty dang swanky. I did not remember the cat's name. Oh, in the control room. Okay, beautiful. I doubt I'm gonna build a control room either. There's just not much need. Okay, so I need 4. I guess that's that aforementioned blizzard. Well, it's 2 scans. I think I get an easy scan if I go to the wreck. The only downside is... The only downside would be... Oh, multi-purpose glass dome. Again, doubt I'll be using that. Oh, does it give you like a oxygen tank? That'd be useful if I could use oxygen tanks.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Seek shelter at the darn thermal lilies. Normally I'd need the fevered peppers to really be seriously traversing outside. Okay, so that's 2 prawn suit fragments. That was a trip well spent. And now we can go back to our base somewhat triumphantly, but needing many rubies in order for this to work. Should just name the snowman Billy? Well, poor Billy. Poor Billy doesn't even get a name. Not this time. Okay, back to Delta. Oh, I'm trying to run into my ship
Seek fluid intake.
on my to-do list. Dang Fangled. Things keep crashing against my seatruck. And I'm the one suffering for it. They're scratching the paint. That everyone knows the layer of paint that surrounds your ship is the most vital portion of it.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Well, it makes sense to have some stuff that give body heat. The only thing is it does make it rather easy with the amount that it gives. Especially if you go through the trouble of making the spicy fruit salad. Okay, so we definitely want to make some battery chargers. The chargers would be a good thing to get. They'll make our life much easier. I think the mod actually sets it to its actual health value, Tormuz, because the prawn suit has an actual health value associated with it, but it just shows the percentage normally. But because I take the 4 times damage, it still is as if I'm taking the ridiculous amount of damage from it. Oh, you're gonna hear seek fluid intake quite a bit. Oh, golly, I hope the rock grub doesn't. Although I get the feeling that a rock puncher is going to jump on my thing at one point, and then punch it, and then it's just going to blow up. Okay, so that's growing. Wait a sec, the gel sacks are 1-to-1? That does not help me very much.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Well, to be honest, the lantern trees aren't nearly as good then. I'll make 1 for it, because it'll just be a quick and easy way to get food, but the fevered peppers are definitely significantly better. Maybe I can also use it to just throw these in. Just throw them in my bioreactor. Yeah, see? Get lost. Hey, thank you, Mr. Sandwich. It's basically just a very simple base. On the plus side, I don't think I need the pipes at the moment. Oh yeah, we gotta put those pictures on. No, I don't want to sleep. No. There we go. Beautiful. I don't want to sleep. I want to put pictures. They will help sleep. Beautiful. Everything is easier to sleep with cat pictures. Okay, so do I have a battery charger and 1 titanium? So yes, I do have the means to make a battery charger. And because I have so much stuff growing here, I do have the means to... Yeah, they do make good decorations, I will give you that. So this will make it a little bit easier for that. I think I need rubies. Oh no, I need advanced wiring kit. What's an advanced wiring kit? I know I'm going to need table coral. Yeah, I'm going to need table coral. It might be good to get that power cell charger just because otherwise, until I have a moon pool, I'm going to be at the mercy of this sort of stuff. Okay. And I haven't made a sea glide yet. I might not at all. Because the one reason I haven't made one, I should probably check where table coral is. Thankfully, the scanner room is helpful. But the reason I haven't made a sea glide is because I'll be largely on the surface. The extra speed from the sea glide is going to be very brief. To where there's really not much point to use it. I know, I'm just so used to not having battery chargers when using Death Run. I think I need to get more using the wrecks, the easier wrecks that you can get to that give you the battery chargers. Although, to be honest, with how I do it, I don't usually need it to begin with.
Warning, passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
It's like a very, very dangerous game that we play. I kind of wish I could just grow the table coral. Life would be so much easier then. I think this is also one of the safer spots because I don't have the brute sharks, as many brute sharks around here. I wonder if that's because of the proximity to Alan, like with how he does the stuff with the sea monkeys. If he's just kind of like keeping them away in a certain sense. We're gonna need lead. No, that's not lead. It's gonna be very difficult to do this consistently. I know, I did notice the bionic front leg at the very end. That is a neat little detail. But I suspect that as futuristic developments come out, people would be doing that to give a cat that loses a limb something, a prosthetic. It's one of those things that's kind of just cool to see. I'm trying to stock up on the table coral now because I know that I'm going to need quite a bit of it. Because my sea truck counts as a safe... I think that it counts as a safe spot to be able to actually... even if I drown, that I'll respawn in my stuff, my sea truck with the items. Unlike if I just die after leaving a base where the possibility run into things. I gotta pilot this delicately, like a graceful butterfly fluttering in the wind. There's some table coral. I'm surprised that's out of range. Alright, beautiful. I probably have enough table coral, and... oh shoot, no. I want to scratch the paint. Scratching the paint is the one thing you never do in a sea truck. Otherwise, that'll be catastrophic failure of all types. Yeah, RoboCat is the future. It's also why I made a bed at my base so that I could be able to sleep so that I can keep it off night as much as possible. Because it's otherwise really hard to see where I'm going. And as much as I would love to be able to just use metal salvage, unfortunately, metal salvage is not nearly as common in below zero. Oh good, we do need to collect some more lead, because lead does get used a little bit more than in Subnautica. In Subnautica, once you get past the radiation suit, you don't really use lead too much. It does get a few uses. Wait, that's Argenite. Here I am going on about lead, and I'm not even finding lead. Oh, well, that's one that could drop lead. Easy. I know, the paint is what seals in. As soon as you scratch the layer of paint, that's just like a major hole breach. And with my 1 second of oxygen, there's no way I can survive. What am I doing on? Not bad. It could be better. That's the thing. Resource collection is going to be a lot slower, as you can see. And apologies for that. That's just the nature of the challenge. That's why early on I was more limited and had to do things like the air bladder to be able to get in and grab something and then quickly surface. Here I can technically use the air bladder to refresh my oxygen, but it doesn't refresh the fade out to black that comes with drowning. So I have to use it almost immediately if I want to have any benefit. This is also why when I was getting creepvine seeds at the beginning, which was very difficult to do, I needed to pretty much munch bladderfish the entire way down, because otherwise I would black out very quickly, and it would not give me much respite from the blacking out parts. Okay, you have a wonderful night. Andrew Ryan, thanks for stopping by. Okay, whoop, no, take that. Take the titanium. Fortunately, I'm actually kind of surprised that this section of the island, Delta Station, is actually as safe as it is, because I always imagined there were more critters on this side. I have to say that one of the things, especially if you make a big long base like the one I did with the Void Chillis Observatory, you get so much silver. It becomes stupid. Although, a lot of the early game, and even mid-game, you feel starved for silver. Those wiring kits add up. So yeah, we are gonna undoubtedly have to replace the seatruck as time goes on. I think that if I preemptively if I get the timing down to preemptively use the perimeter defense against leviathans and chelicerates, I might be able to... Yeah, that's exactly true. Let's see, paint, duct tape, and prayers. That's basically how it is in this case, Faro. But what I'm thinking is that if I can get the timing for the perimeter defense done, I might be able to get through without taking much damage. At least that's the hope. I don't think I can avoid all damage, but maybe I can do a little bit better at dodging. It just feels that in this, and below zero, it's significantly harder to dodge leviathans than it is in base Subnautica. Like, I have no problem piloting a sea moth and avoiding reapers and ghosts most of the time. But here, I don't think I've ever actually successfully dodged critters that were actually pursuing me in open water. And I think the problem is that they turn a lot more quickly in this one. Okay, so that's a lot better. Should have gold. Yeah, I have gold, but I don't have a lot of copper. The copper starving begins. Unfortunately, there's no reapers in this one. There's the chelicerites, which we came across briefly, but I was not going to go anywhere near it. Okay, what do I need to make power cell? 2 lithium. I have 4 lithium. I should also turn off my scanner room because I don't need that and I'm just wasting power. This is like the equivalent of being like, didn't your mother ever tell you not to leave the screen door open? Rob and I did not learn that lesson. Of course, this is going to use a lot of power as well for scanning, for charging stuff. I know. Panda tee up that you have to make sure that your paint is the strongest kind of paint if you're going to survive on a hostile planet. Get some battery charging going. Well, since we can't use the repair tool, what we might as well do is remove the battery from that, and then do that. What I want to see is if it's also for the prawn suit. Wait, wrong thing. Or if it's just, period, you just can't use any of that for the entire run. Because that would encourage using a prawn suit then. Okay, I'm gonna need to make another closet. I don't think I can make it with 2, fitting 2 in. Hey, you gotta do your best to try and dodge them. In this case, doubly so, because so much bad stuff awaits. Okay, so at this point, the spiral plants... Actually, wait, I should sleep until morning. That way I'll have light to actually navigate by.
What happens as you are sleeping? I was being pulled from a logical world to a logical world, with you at the center of them all.
I was dreaming. The brain processes in mysterious ways when we sleep.
Does it serve a purpose? It was such disorienting and fragmented thought. Random images and sensations.
No one is completely sure what it does. There are theories, but every human dreams. Many other mammals, too.
Is it enjoyable?
It can be. We can experience impossible joy, and also impossible terror in our dreams.
Oh no.
Sometimes I can fly. Sometimes I call out to Sam and can't reach her. Sometimes I'm in my underwear, defending my doctoral thesis. It's a mixed bag.
Your biofeedback indicates that flying is the most enjoyable dream. I therefore hope you have many more of those. Mainly for my own safety.
Oh no, so it's not letting me actually grow these in a traditional sense. That is... that's bad. Oh, that is terrible. It's making it on a one-to-one basis. That is not good. I'm gonna need quite a few rubies, so I'm gonna have to go back to the lily pad isles. It means I'm gonna have to pick up all the gel sacks that I need, and I can't cook. I can't grow them. Not so much cook them. I guess I can make the hydraulic fluid, though.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
This is gonna be very bad. I know, Alan is so fun. A lot of Alan's comments are so great the first time you play. Okay, so if I want to do this, I'm gonna need to bring quite a few of these. To be honest, I'm gonna probably end up using the ones that are actually out there. This is probably going to be a science experiment because I'm not sure I can actually run the entire way there without being killed by the ice worm. And I'm pretty sure temperature loss is going to be a very big factor in this as well. I know, that's going to make things much worse. I'm glad that I actually was able to make a synthetic fiber because now I can make depth module number 2 with a few more rubies. But this is definitely going to be a little bit more challenging in terms of collecting materials. It means that I'm going to need to try and find more spiral plants that won't be in the vent gardens, because there's no way I can get to the vent gardens safely. I just won't be able to have enough air to get inside those bigger leviathans, cut the spiral plants, and then get out of there. And if I have my seatruck destroyed too many times, I'd lose the modules, potentially trapping myself in a bad position. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I got that pretty early on when I first played Tormuz, but I think I was trying to do what I'm doing now, just trying to keep it a day as much as possible. Because you don't need to sleep, but being able to do so is so helpful. It's so much easier when you have daytime to go by. Alright, this is going to be a bit interesting. These steam vents are probably not going to cooperate with me either. I know perfectly well. Take that, ice worm. I just like the idea of Robin just like feebly throwing the snowball.
There is something of significance beyond this bridge. It was important to Ultera, but more important to me.
Will it help us build you a body?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, it begins. Yeah, the ice worm is in this area. As soon as you... I think you can actually use the flares to scare off snowstalkers.
You came within range of data that might help with the construction of a new storage medium.
Oh, shoot.
You must
Freezing.
continue to investigate.
Because that's the other thing I'm noticing as well, Tormuz. I'm getting like double the body heat from fevered pepper, which is not how that's supposed to work. And I made sure that I wasn't. I set the stuff to be the same thing. Alright, once we're inside... This is where we're going to prepare our death run. It's a death run, but of a different sort. But I'm not sure how well this is going to work. I think if I stay near the edges, I'm a little bit safer. Because I think that if you go in the center, that's where it usually pops out of and tries to kill it. I know that the snow bike is going to be too much trouble for what it is. I think we'll be able to refill on... I think I can go up there, but there's a cave up there. There's something up there. To be honest, it's been a very long while since I've done this. Oh, I think the cave is up there. This is gonna be bad. cave is up here, I believe. Huh, my salvation. Take all of them. Oh goodness, there's a lot missing.
What you found is more than just an artifact. It will help me follow the traces my people left on this planet.
I'm glad it could help.
I know you would still prefer me to have a corporeal form of my own.
Well, yes.
If you continue searching,
I don't know, I actually found without the
I
snow
will
fox is
gain some of my
easier.
connection to the network, piece by piece.
I wanted to make sure that Ellen's dialogue got to play uninterrupted. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the way. Oh shoot.
Artifact data patterns are so strong.
Oh, that's why. It's over there. Yeah, don't mind me. The only problem is snowstalkers are over here. I have to be very cautious. Like, exceptionally cautious. Because a snowstalker will one-shot. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Oh, jeez. And I can freeze very easily.
Hypothermia imminent.
Okay, I have to be very cautious here because I'm pretty certain this is where the snowstalkers are. There's not many snowstalkers, but there are snowstalkers. Unless this ice worm has been eaten over time. I think that's my destination. Jeez. I am just munching down on peppers.
Hypothermia imminent.
This makes it a lot more nerve-wracking, especially at night. Okay, so that's the way down. But I need to make sure I don't go down by just jumping down. Otherwise, my very fragile legs are gonna snap. Oh, that's the way down. Beautiful. Oh, jeez. Alright, and there we are. Beautiful. We have quite a few. We should have enough to get out of there. Well, you can't actually kill the worm, it's just not possible.
Ah, that is a rough way to go.
Okay,
Yes, I
artifact
would
tissue.
enjoy being crushed while mining iron tube components.
The cold preserved the body well, but this isn't a big sample. Will it be
And then
enough?
as soon as...
Tissues are pluripotent, derived from the DNA of various species.
Once the conversation ends, I'm gonna save and make my run.
Ah, like stem cells. So, what prevents you from, I don't know...
This one's pretty
ending up
rough,
with
Tormuz, with the
hooves
4 times the
where
damage.
your eyelashes should go.
That does not happen. At least not
I
since
don't
the fourth
think it would be
generation.
enough to be fatal, but it would probably be very close to a one-shot, if not a one-shot. And what makes it even worse is that if I survive with minimal health, then it means that I'll be able to get these special ice worm kill animations, which are a little bit harder to avoid if you're at low health. If I'm at full health, I'm hoping that it'll do the normal surface and try and attack you.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek
Jeez.
shelter.
This is gonna be very bad. It's like double bad.
Hypothermia imminent.
Come on. Oh, cool. Congratulations on Dark Souls 3 DLC and code. Hopefully you're enjoying it. And welcome. Oh, okay, well this wasn't as dangerous of weather as I thought it was. We still have to make sure that we have enough peppers to survive. Otherwise... Well, I mean, technically dying wouldn't be that bad.
Hypothermia imminent.
Uh-oh. Stuck. I think our best bet is to try and use the edges, navigate back. But that's the thing, if it surfaces near me... Okay, I know where I am now. If it surfaces near me and it hits, it's a one-shot. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because the worm typically does like 20-30 damage. I think that's with reinforced diving suit. It's been a while. I'm pretty sure I came here when I did my death compilation of having the dive suit on. Although that would not be a very smart idea to do. Oh, my salvation! Hey, give me them all. Oh, that's not the right way. This looks more like the right way. Actually, this might not be the right way either. Oh no. This is definitely not the right way. Oh, I am just... Now I'm kind of lost. Maybe not as lost, because I see that I am going in the direction of my seatruck. Oh. Okay, so this was back where it was. Okay, so that this will take me back up here, which is where I came out originally. So now the fun part, just backtracking. Okay, I take, no, my inventory's full. Not to mention remembering which way is the way down, and the way forward. Jeez. We're trying to do this very delicately. Very delicately, because otherwise Iceworm will totally end me. It's not like a normal run where you can take the hits and be like, I'm just that tough. Oh yeah, Nadir gave me so much trouble when I first did it. I think it took like 10 to 12 tries for a victory. And even then, I still don't think I have anywhere near the skill. Right. Come on. Don't be like this. Alright, I think I'm almost there. Where I have to have like the fingers crossed, lucky rabbit foot, 4-leaf clover, the whole
Hypothermia imminent.
the whole situation, the whole thing, the collection. You don't sound happy. Oh, nice. We're out. Kind of. Sort of. Oh, beautiful. Alright, and that's the ice worm segment. Which is to say, don't trigger the ice worm at all. Or you're gonna regret it. Nutrient bar's not bad. I don't want snow, I want titanium. My bones are very fragile in this run.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Crap. I'm working on the shelter thing. I'll be in the water soon. Ordinary weather, my one weakness. Oh, his laser beam? I know that killed me with the big one. I thought I was prepared. But I was not prepared. Come on. Oh, Dave Fingal knew that this was... Alright, you want to make this hard? I guess we're... There we go. We finally learned how to enter our seatruck. We're developing the real skills of the game. Okay, you have a great night, Sans. Thanks for stopping by. I know everything... Most things will one-shot us in this run. Especially without a reinforced diving suit, and because the diving suit's in the wrecked ship, I don't think I can reach it. I definitely can't in a seatruck, and I'm not sure a prawn suit would work. By the time I have a prawn suit, I don't really need a, I don't need the dive suit. Well, sadly, you can't actually... There's nothing to fight, they don't actually have a hitbox. Otherwise, I probably would have tried. Alright, so that's 1 out of 3 down. We're gonna try to get depth module 2 so we can get the stuff... Like, I know we need, like, the young cotton anemone... I believe that's what it's called. It's the little mushrooms down in the deep lily pad isles. Once I get dive module 2 for the seatruck, I can actually get down there. And if I get down there, I can get Alan's second part. At which point, we'll have to try and brave the crystal caves, especially after we get the perimeter defense from Marguerite, so that then we can work on getting down to the crystal caves. Because technically, if we're able to get down there, get all the stuff for Alan, then getting the third part and go into the fabricator base is not that... technically, not that difficult. In a certain sense, it's not that difficult.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Here, just eat them all, Robin. Stuff your face. They're just that good. Normal Subnautica overall, mostly because it has a lot more mods available. Oh, I certainly solved a bit of my copper problem for a while. But don't get me wrong, I do love a lot of stuff with Below Zero. And Below Zero does add a lot more stuff. Quality of life changes as well, that I'm really happy about. Okay, now if I'm not mistaken... Okay, so enameled glass, I can do that. That's lead, diamond, glass. I got the synthetic fibers, so what I need are rubies. So I have a couple of options for rubies. I want to say that they spawn also outside of Kappa Mining Field. I know they spawn inside, but I want to believe the safest place to get some more would be over here. I could be very wrong about this, though. So, this part's a science experiment. Let's see. Can only go down 300 feet. Oh, shoot. Oh, we've got the Cryptosuchus. I'm surprised I actually remember the way here as well as I do. Because I know it, when I first played this, I got lost like crazy. That's why I never found Outpost Zero until I got a beacon, because I was just so bad at finding things. Probably gonna enter the vent gardens. Well, we can do this for science. I do want to see if I can get some rubies over here. Oh, the dreaded rock puncher. One day our battle will be legendary. Very close, basically at the outskirts of the vent gardens now. This is where it gets a bit more dangerous. If I stay out of the sight of the Chelicerate, I'll be fine. But if it grabs me, I'm very dead. They limit the depth. Where's the dang rubies? I'm not sure why I thought rubies were over here. Maybe I'm thinking it, confusing it with somewhere else. Oh yeah, that would be terrible if you got in and couldn't get out. I'm sorry to hear that. In my case, I really can't squeeze in because if I do that, not only is getting out problematic, but I run a very big risk of then drowning. Okay, so we're at the edge of the dead zone. It might be simpler to loop back around and go through lily pad fields and just risk it going for rubies in there. Because if we stay at the sea monkey nest, we'll probably be okay. I think our bigger problem will be avoiding the Chelicerate when we're going back. Okay, we're very close to the dead zone. I know because I can hear it. I hear that music. And I know perfectly well. Because I use this area to collect materials as well when I was building my safety cage. For some reason, I thought there were rubies over here. I must be just imagining it. There's a lot of brute sharks in this area as well. The bigger limiting factor is going to be water. Like this excursion's probably not going to be the most ideal choice in the future. Hey, welcome, Michelle. Welcome to Subnautica with 1 second of oxygen, which is kind of a little bit easier now that we have a seatruck. Oh, we're back in the other parts of the vent gardens. This is not good because now that, if I remember right, Chelicerate's over here. In fact, I think I see it up there. Yep. He's up there. They are not going to be very pleased to see me. And I don't have perimeter defense yet. Oh, for a moment there, I thought it was coming for me. Well, it still might be now. Because it might have seen me. Alright. It's surprising how much everything is centralized around Delta Dock Station. Okay, you have a great night, Gamer Snake. Alright, let's see. I think we're gonna try and slip down. Actually, I can probably use the wrecked ship to move
Detecting
around.
stern of an astronautical salt transco vessel nearby. Vessel name, Mercury 2. Inoperative.
Because I think the Chillis rate doesn't typically come by Mercury 2. Emphasis on typically. Of course, this is the problem, because there's so many of the Cryptosuchuses out here that they can scratch the paint on my seatruck and make life live in hell. Yeah, oh, it's gonna scratch the paint a lot. When I first did the test run of my seatruck, I was trying to see if I could get it to actually be repaired. I brought it over here, and it did get grabbed by the Chillicerate. So I saw very quickly as to how much it will break this thing apart. It just cracks your thing open like an egg. Alright, so this is good. We need gel sacks.
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
We need gel sacks and rubies, and this is a generally safe area. I know there's some squid sharks on the way to Marguerite's base, but squid sharks are actually one that I've not really found too much problem with trying to dodge. I think that's the way to Marguerite's base. Hey, we need some rubies. Aha! As if answering my prayers. Of course, that's only one. We need 2 rupees. I do have to watch out for spiky traps, because I'm pretty sure if I get grabbed by one, it's gonna be drowning. I think there's only one by an alien artifact in this area. It's bad if I, say, go down to the deep Twisty Bridges, which has plenty of diamonds, but not a whole lot of other stuff. Plus there's a squid shark down there. I can use lead paint and poison the local wildlife? Oh no. Why would we do that? You monster.
Warning. Maximum
Oh, shoot.
reached. Hull damage imminent.
Okay, we cannot get that ruby. But that's fine. We have enough rubies. Yeah, we got 2 rubies, so I have enough to make the depth module that I need. Okay, so that means I can't get to Marguerite just yet. That's right, there's nickel ore in this area. I think that's one of the things that also surprised me with Below Zero. A lot of things that are late game stuff in Subnautica, like Lost River and beyond, you can actually get very early on in this game. Okay, I need to go up. I need to ascend. I need to ascend, and I need to make sure that I can do this with minimal paint scratching. That's some pretty jamming music. So what we'll do is get perimeter defense from Marguerite once we get depth module 2, and then we're going to be trying to also go get the second part for Alan. Hey, welcome, Michelle. Well, we're actually going to try and avoid as many things as possible in this run. Just because I take 4 times the amount of damage, so life is not going to be good for me. There's going to be too many things that can kill me, or otherwise scratch the paint on my seatruck and cause catastrophic failures. Oh, we're going to also need to charge our power cell for our seatruck. Because otherwise, we're going to run out of power on it. I guess our little excursion wasn't quite the best idea. Oh no. I think on my first try, my first time playing, I found her base, but it was just through a fluke. Like, I didn't expect to find her base, and then I managed to do so.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Right. Depth module, enameled glass, so that's what I need. Lead and a diamond. Not aerogel, at least not this time. Pretty sure I'm gonna need more aerogel. I'm gonna need more diamonds as well. The game actually does give you quite a few diamonds.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Like, it is actually very generous with diamonds in this game once you know where to look. The only downside is, I think the know where to look is essentially deep Twisty Bridges for me. Oh. I'm a little surprised. Oh wait, lantern fruit also give you body heat? Oh man, that's actually a lot better than I thought it was. Still, the peppers are still better. Alright, from on top of it, like that. Turn off our seatruck. Get charging. So it's a few seconds for that. It's probably going to be like 5-6 minutes to actually get a full charge on it. Okay, so I need synthetic fibers that I've already prepared. Yeah, it's very true, Chianix. We're going to try and get as much power accumulated from that so that I can have my power cells back up. Jeez. There we go. That should get us everywhere except the deepest part of the crystal caves. So, plasteel ingot, nickel ore, and kyanite. Well, I have enough stuff base-wise where I shouldn't need to do much else. Unless I need to specifically find something. While I'm waiting. Well, I don't have the rubies anymore for that. Actually, I'm gonna hydrate real quick. 1 second. Alright, there we go. Alright, if you're heading out, you have a wonderful night, Michelle. Not sure as to how much other additional stuff I can do elsewhere, like on land. Like, at this point, I really just need the seatruck. Actually, I can probably just make another power cell. And that's really strange, because I'm pretty sure the ribbon plants were giving me seeds, like in normal. Okay, I think it's, yeah, 2 ribbon plants, 1 copper ore, and then for the power cell it's a silicone rubber. I still have a rubber? I don't have a rubber, but I do have copper. And because of my trip out into the Arctic wastes, I have plenty of, yeah, we need to test this. Yeah, see, that one gives me more than 1. So I'm curious as to why... I'm very curious as to why it's, as to why ribbon plants do that, but not, spiral clip-ins and so forth. Hey, welcome, Flory. Oh, okay. If it's daytime for you, then I certainly wish you well on whatever you have to do. Second. Fixing one thing. Okay, another copper. When we get the copper, then we'll make the synthetic... Not the synthetic. Get the creepvine seeds. Make the silicone rubber. Probably also fill up our water before we go. See, that's mostly fixed. And then we can leave that one there to be processed to charge. Oh, okay. Well, I certainly hope that you have a wonderful day, Michelle, if you're heading out. And this will also give us a means to have a backup power cell, so that if we need to replace one, like once the seatruck goes to 50%, one of the power cells is drained out, then we have a means to be able to make this work a little bit better. Oh, jeez. Alright. Full power. Got our depth module. I realize that I'm much more limited until I get more spiral clip-ins, so I actually do need to keep this seatruck alive. It makes me wish that I didn't waste as much health as I already did with it, but it means I have to protect it even more. Okay, now let's focus. Okay, pilot's last known position over there, so that's where we need to go, because we need to go back there. And now we should be able to get down to where Alan's next part is. And we can also get to Marguerite's stuff. Oh, jeez. Well, hopefully it's, you're able to get to sleep easily for a... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I need to go this way. If I overshoot the mark, I will end up going right into the arms of the Chelicerae that will do a little bit more than scratch the paint on the seatruck. But it seems like this mod has some unintentional side effects that make things a little bit harder. It's still a good bit of fun. I just, I'm hoping that the spiral clip-ins... I was wishing that that wouldn't have been as difficult as it is. Okay, we're out here again. This is unfortunately not a safe place to try and harvest these materials. Because that Cryptosuchus will be able to... I'm pretty certain that they do as much damage as the brood sharks, which mean they'll one-shot us as well. And we won't be able to, oh, this is actually where the Chelicerae usually is. This is not a good place to be. Okay, so it's right there. I think I need to find the Mercury 2 part that would take me down. I know I said I wanted to first find Marguerite's stuff, but maybe it's easier to just get Alan's stuff first, because there aren't any Leviathans down at that second part. I think my only big problem is spiky traps down there, and then like brute sharks and cryptosuchuses. Oh, there's the Mercury crash site, which I think is the way down. I am very rusty on some of these things, so you'll have to forgive me that I don't remember the exact spot. It's like the Crystal Caves. I know how to get in there. I just don't remember the exact paths to everything. So expect a lot of problems. In fact, this might not be the right place. In fact, this might be the entrance to the Crystal Caves instead. This is very much looking like Crystal Cave entrance.
It is both reassuring and unsettling to rediscover this site after being in storage for
Well,
so
plus
long.
side, I have some more
My
spiral
connection
clippings.
to the network grows stronger, however slightly. I hope you will continue to search for more.
Actually, not sure why I got Creepvine out of it, but I'll take it. I definitely need to get as much spiral plants as I can. I mean, I'm rusty in a different sense, more as an adjective, not as an actual person. This should hopefully be enough spiral clippings to last the entire game. Because I think I need one more for Alan. And then after that, it's really just kind of more for if I was going to go for things like diving suits. I'm also taking the gel sacks just for the other reason that I don't want. If it turns out that I go too far down, I want to make sure I have enough H2O to be able to survive. So I am like 90% sure that this leads down to Crystal Caves, which is not where I want to go right away. Yeah, that's Crystal Caves. If I was smart, I would have built a beacon beforehand. Oh, cool! Congratulations, Unbalanced. Yeah, I was a lot crankier as a teen when I used the name Cranky Templar for StarCraft. I suppose with age comes more, you usually get calmed down. I don't know, maybe you get, there's some folks that just get angry as they get older. You know, brandish their cane at the kids as they come across your lawn. Be like, get off my property. This hopefully should be enough gel sacks as well. I also don't think I need that many ion cubes. There's that out of... Okay, it's that is in water. No. Go ahead. Alright, so this is in the general area. So I'm mixing it up, and I'm thinking that this is the section which had Alan's parts, when this was actually the way down into the Crystal Caves. does it connect with the sea monkey nest? You can tell that I'm just don't know exactly where I'm going. With our powers combined. Is it the power of profanity? I swear, but not nearly as much. Maybe it's over here. I know that I'm running a very big risk of running into the Chilicery. There's a squid shark.
An active volcano detected nearby.
Oh yeah, that's close by the Chilicery. I remember the inactive volcano is the alien artifact in there. Oh, that's a glow whale. That's not a Chilicery. However, I don't think I'm in an exact safe spot. Even though the squid sharks are kind of giving it away that this is not a safe spot. Profanity and patience. Okay. So this is the way down to the crystal caves. I've got that part. But now I'm curious. What's the way down to the deep lily pad area? Oh, this is... There's spiral plants right here. Oh, I better watch out. Oh, that's not even... It's only scarcely 150 meters down. Just a little bit beyond 150 meters. So I mean, it's not a perfect thing, but it does mean that there's some more options early on. Let's try to get... What? Uh-oh. Oh, take it. As soon as I hit excess upgrades, I'm like, oh crap, I'm probably dead. Shoot. Well, that was a bit more anxiety-inducing for that early part. Alrighty. I'll try and grab a few of these that we can return with a few more items of use. Might actually be good to go find Marguerite's base. That's where we came from. How much space do we have? Like, metal salvage will solve a lot of titanium problems. But I don't want to pick up all the titanium. Yeah, as soon as you hit 0 just about instantly. And although there are ways to kind of counteract that, you really need to... Like, you're seeing the easier part now that I have a seatruck, but in the first part, I had to use a combination of air bladders to try and get things. Use things like pipes. A lot of pipes. Emphasis on pipes.
Warning, passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
And this led to lots of fun situations. I have a bad feeling about that. For some reason, I have the bad feeling that I'm near the spiky trap. I think that might not be the case. Oh, hey. Well, thank you. Thank you. It's not exactly what I need, but I will take it. Oh, that's right, there's nickel ore right there. Yeah, it's so super easy to die in this one. Okay, maybe we should probably try and find Marguerite. We need 3 nickel ore if we're going to make our way, if we make the 3rd depth module. I'm feeling that Marguerite's over here, maybe?
Seek fluid intake.
Oh, maybe this. Oh, this is the way we needed to go.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Oh, shoot. Wait, maybe it's not this one.
Another site found. Perhaps its data will tell me something useful.
Oh, no. This is not the right one. It's the right one in a certain sense. I think this one's right by the spiky trap. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, spiky trap's right there. But it's not the right one in a different sense. So, I was right, but I was also very wrong. I'm doing them. Well, that's good. At least now we know that we found it. This way should be the way down to Marguerite's base. Hey, welcome, Elkai. Welcome to some Subnautica below zero with 1 second of oxygen. Admittedly, you're probably seeing the easier part because I actually was able to make a seatruck. However, because of the mod, it shows the actual health value of the seatruck, and I can't repair it as a result. This makes life very difficult. Actually, I think the perimeter defense is not actually in Marguerite's place. But it's locked. Well, that's strange. Marguerite's place should be open, since we saw her on Delta Station. Let's see. I think it's in this area. There's like a beacon. Hey Marguerite, can you open up for me? I want to be able to get in there. I want to advance your quest. Oh, well, hopefully you're doing well, Elkai. We're just trying to find out a few more things, trying to survive. The usual kind of stuff. Oh, that might be it. Although, no, that's penguin stuff. Oh, water filtration suit. Whoa, what is that? Why would I want a water filtration suit? Let's see. I think I need to get out of here then. Oh man, I thought I had found the thing to go deeper, and it turns out I hadn't. So this part's going to be a little bit more interesting once I get back to base and put stuff up. I'll try and bring more water and then see if we can find that location. No, don't scratch the paint. Please do not scratch the paint. Paint is all that's keeping there. Oh, I don't think it played any dialogue for approaching our base. Which is also very strange, because usually there's stuff that plays. I wonder if it's part of the mod that it just interferes with that. Because we're already seeing that it interferes with some things, like repairs. And that's unfortunate. Seatrucks don't come with the right to repair. We didn't get our repair license. We need to get one of those first. On the plus side, we do have plenty of rubies, spiral plant clip-ins, and probably well, we're probably going to need a lot more lithium. I should probably also make beacons. If I can bring 2 beacons with me, I'll probably be a lot safer. Oh jeez. Peeper, don't do that. Don't swim against the windshield. This is a very delicate windshield. Made of the finest fragile glass that money can fabricate. That might be the case, Stormnews. I don't remember it being a problem when I actually played to begin with. But maybe the game is just being finicky.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Seek fluid intake.
Okay, let's see. This is decent. We're in a pretty good spot with materials. Actually, I should probably be able to put the entire gel sacks up here as a bit of storage. But if I plant the spiral plants, then they'll start growing. So I don't want to plant those. I think some of the problem is that I have those pipes that's cluttering up a lot of space. Oh, I guess it's time for locker number 4. Actually, we might be able to get 2 lockers in there. There we go. Locker number 5. I shouldn't need more than 5 lockers. At least I hope. Emphasis on hope.
Vital signs stabilizing.
I think I can probably bring some of these as well to stay hydrated, because they actually don't deteriorate that quickly. Okay, you have a great night, Tormus. Thanks for stopping by. Bring that just in case. And then make some beacons. Granted, it's going to be a little hard to name those beacons quickly. I think below 0 pauses the game while you name them, which will help. Okay, so I should have everything that I need. Wait a sec. One last thing. Can I even build perimeter defense? No. I wonder if it's that you need to get it from Marguerite to learn perimeter defense. If so, my life just got so much harder. Alright, you have a wonderful night, Fred. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, so the hunt for the way to find the second piece of Alan commences. I don't know how easy this part's going to be, because I never remember where the dive-in point is. I think that tripped me up a lot in my original playthrough, and I haven't actually done any of the stuff with actually playing through the base game since. Like, all I've done is just make the Void Chillis Rate Observatory and expand it. So my knowledge of the base game is actually pretty low. So we need to watch out for crash fish, because those will end us. Oh hey, welcome, Amos Prince. I presume that you're Elkai. Okay, so what we're going to do is use the wrecked ship to orient us. Actually, that's not quite the right one to orient us on. Because this is the one that's pretty darn close to the Chelicerae. And in fact, might end up with a very, very mild case of getting grabbed and killed. But yeah, I think that it's in this area. Just never remember where the actual dive spot is. And apologies. This is going to take a bit. So that's not the dive spot. That's Sea Monkey Nest.
There is a large anomalous mass of rock that has broken away and risen above the surrounding terrain.
Oh, this looks like a little bit better. Aha! This might actually be what I'm looking for.
I believe if you search this area, you can find a component to help your body.
You don't say, Alan.
Warning, passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Oh, took damage. Come on. I just want to name this beacon. There we are. Beautiful. As long as I have a way to get back here, I'm happy. I'm gonna have to definitely make another seatruck for Crystal Caves. The paint on this one's starting to come off. Oh, I think those are also the root pustules, which I can use.
I strongly sense my people's technology nearby. A body component is near.
Oh, that's flower and spores. Oh, that's for benzene. And out of sorts. I forgot it was this. I don't remember benzene actually being used much in the game. Okay, so we have to play this very gently because there are spiky traps on the ground quite a bit. It's one called Vitality that lets you alter the amount of oxygen, damage values, and hunger, thirst, cold. It's based off of a run that someone else did. So I've tried to duplicate as much as possible, although to be fair, I didn't get to do the shader that they used, which is a bit of a shame, but I suppose that it's one of those kind of things that you just can't control. Despite my best efforts, I couldn't get it to work. Okay, so I am going to need hydrochloric acid, which means I need a lot of these. I have to make sure that there is no spiky traps, though, because otherwise... How many did I get? Okay, 369. That's enough to make 3 hydrochloric acids, so to be fair, if I need more than that, I can always come back. And I have enough benzene, I have enough flower and spores to make 2 benzenes. Been a very long time since I've been down here. Look at how beautiful some of these biomes are, especially the deeper ones. I wonder if I can actually make it down with 650. Looks like it's going to be close. So I know I can get into the crystal caves, I just can't go as deep going deeper. There's a spiky trap. Which is among other reasons why I'm trying to avoid getting out of my seatruck. Okay, so there's that. I've lost my way. Okay, maybe it's not this way. Oh shoot, there's a squid shark. Might be over here. I'll leave my leave my leave my seatruck alone. It's my ride out of here, man. It's a really beautiful place. I thought of stuff that grows on the island in Subnautica. Ah, there we are. There's the artifact component. Oh, it might be the case.
Is very dense, able to handle heavy forces. A good frame for my new form.
Are you okay, Alan?
It is not often that I gaze upon the form of a fallen architect.
Is this place another sort of sanctuary? It's peaceful. Beautiful, even.
Alright, once the conversation ends, then we'll save and try and make our way out.
Became uncertain. This is a place to reflect.
I think I understand.
You have found 2 of the 3 components required for the construction of my corporeal form. This is as close as I have come to autonomy in a long time.
You have such a way with words.
Is that sarcasm?
It was. You're learning.
Hopefully, I will not have time to complete my study.
I was wondering, if you can transfer bodies, why was it important to find a cure when you were infected? Couldn't you just make a new body?
As you can see in the components you have scanned thus far, the forms we require combine biological and mechanical parts. The tissues you have scanned were developed from the DNA of 27 separate alien species.
27? That seems greedy. And wouldn't that mean that anything that infects a body you've manufactured can potentially learn how to infect all those other species?
Yes, that is why a cure was imperative.
Right, let's try and find our way out. I think it might be there. We're going up. No, not quite. Ah, jeez. I'm not sure of the way out. I got in just fine. Getting out. Now that's a whole different story. Okay, wait. Alan body part number 2, so kind of suggests over here. Okay, so maybe this room section. Now at that point I'm going back a little bit. Jeez, don't mess with the paint. Oh, maybe it's over here. Like how getting in was the easy part. Getting out, that's the hard part. Oh, it's a drug monkey. I remember those. Ah, jeez. Good thing they can't drug you while you're in a seatruck. Otherwise life would be very bad about now. Oh no! Can't quite find my way out. Unfortunately, I have enough peppers. Dang it. I need to, like, put a trail of breadcrumbs better. Jeez. Over this way? I don't think it was. Yeah, just grind that against there. You got this. Okay, Allen body part number 2. It feels like it's in here. Ah! Finally. Freedom! Wretched, wretched freedom. Alright, so we need one more nickel ore. And then we need 2 kyanite. Be able to make the 3rd and final depth module. And that depth module is going to be a necessary component to reach the entirety of the crystal caves. If we do that, then we will actually be in the end game. Might actually be able to finish this tonight. A lot of this comes down to just not wrecking my seatruck. I think I'm too high. Probably in many respects, smart student, with trying to avoid the drug monkey. Because otherwise, you don't want to mess with drug monkey. If you thought I was too high trying to escape there, then Robin will be mega high. No wonder why I always miss that one up. That one is, I always think that it's by the second, by that second piece of the Mercury wreckage, and instead it's actually down in the lily pad aisles. Alright, so we have a pretty decent amount of stuff. We'll probably see what we can do to make a second seatruck, because once I actually seriously go down into the crystal caves, I need to make sure that I have everything stockpiled with a full, fresh thing. What I can probably do is try interposing objects between me and the Shadow Leviathans, and then hope that that's sufficient to make them lose interest, because I don't have the, I don't have perimeter defense. This is going to be very rough. Emphasis on very, very rough. Alright, so we're doing well so far. We got 2 pieces of Alan's body scanned. So far, our seatruck hasn't had terrible stuff with the paint being chipped. Although if we get grabbed by anything, any Leviathan-class critters, we are very dead. Same thing's going to happen if a Shadow Leviathan grabs us. And since we can't get perimeter defense because Marguerite's place is locked up, this is going to lead to some very interesting dodging, particularly since I've never been able to actually successfully dodge Shadow Leviathans. And we still have to get materials from the crystal caves in order to make our delightful depth module level 3. Okay, so we're going to need root pustules as well. 2 of them so we can make Alan's body. Our first trip to the crystal caves is just to get the kyanite, and preferably nickel ore, but I think I can get that in the sea monkey's nest as well. Okay, power cell. That one at 100%, that's good. You can just sub that out with the other one.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And I think what's going to largely happen is we'll be trying to worry about the actual collection once we have to make our final descent down into the crystal caves and get Alan's body. So that hopefully we can just make it to the fabricator base immediately after. Oh, this is a pretty simple base. Unfortunately, the thing is functionality over any kind of considerations of what's actually useful. Okay, so what else do I need? I have 2 nickel ore already, so I need to get 1 more nickel ore. And then from there, I can go down, and if I get 2 kyanite, then I'm fine, because I have the lithium to make the plasteel ingot and get depth module level 3. In fact, quick question is, what does a seatruck require? Advanced wiring kit, glass, lead. Oh, you okay, kitty? Oh, hey, Artemis. One second, cat aggro. Okay, so I do have pretty much everything needed to make another truck. I'm not sure if one will be able to fully survive if I take it down. Okay, you have a great night, Moss Prince. Thanks for stopping by. And she just woke up too, so she's in that I want attention or else kind of attitude. Okay, so the plan is we'll get down into the crystal caves, and then from crystal caves our plan is to just get 2 kyanite, then we'll try and go resurface, find the last bit of nickel ore that we need from the sea monkey's nest, and then once we have that we're going to retreat, make depth module 3, make a new seatruck so it'll be at full health. It'll have a fresh coat of paint. And then from there, we'll be trying to make our final descent into the crystal caves. She's found a nice place to perch. She likes being on top of the chair. So I think this actually might be doable in its entirety tonight. Because if we can get to the 3rd part and scan it, then the next part is going to be hoping that we can actually, you know, fingers crossed, make it to the fabricator base. At which point, if we make it to the fabricator base, we basically won, even if we die at that point. Okay, so this is our shortcut to Crystal Caves. We'll just put a beacon to here. Because Marguerite's base is not going to be as helpful for us.
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Yeah. Thank you for the warning. I don't think it's going to be too helpful. Positioned myself a little bit less ideal. No, I didn't want to pick it up. Ah, jeez. Who knew beacons would be so difficult with 1 second of oxygen? There we go. Perfect. As long as I can find the entrance, I know where I'm going. I don't remember the Crystal Caves itself very well. I know it took me forever to find the Fabricator base on my first playthrough. So this is going to be a science experiment. A very bad science experiment, because we are probably going to die quite a bit. Although what we're going to do is mostly save and reload because of having to replace a seatruck and a depth module is going to take a rather hefty amount of resources. So our failures will basically be counted as deaths, because if our seatruck dies, we will follow it after a few seconds. I suppose this challenge is technically doable on hardcore, because so far what we have learned is that we haven't drowned yet. Of course, knock on wood, fingers crossed, all that kind of stuff. But we've had too many close calls for comfort, though. Of course, now this is going to become even more... Oh, that's one.
Warning, passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
I think you got your priorities messed up, PDA. Just need 2. I think I need 2 more to be able to make one of Alan's body parts. And then if there's nickel ore, then that'll help a lot too. However, this one's very problematic in the sense to where I do not know how safe I'm going to have it. These Shadow Leviathans are probably going to wreck me. Like hardcore. So yeah, I think I need 4 kyanite total to make this work. Oh, that thing just scratched my paint. How dare you? Basically gonna come up here, start to surface, and then save again. Because we're going to try to go for the 2 more kyanite. I hate having to do save reload kind of stuff. It's only that the cost is very prohibitive. Otherwise, I'd be totally down to accept the consequences of my mistakes. Much like with Death Run. But unfortunately, replacing a seatruck and a depth module for every single screw-up is a little much. Okay, that is pretty lucky. But I'm not out of here yet, so I shouldn't speak too soon. And that being said, I don't even know my way around the crystal caves, so this is not a good thing to be saying. Especially right now. Like, knock on wood, lots of wood. There's a lot of wood knocking occurring. Gonna have the rabbit's foot. A 4-leaf clover. All that kind of stuff. Alright, get the heck out of here. We've got the kyanite that we need. So now the next part is going to be... Oh, shoot. I don't actually remember what the third part takes to make. I think I remember it's kyanite, but... Oh, this is going to be very bad. In retrospect, I probably should have looked that up beforehand. So what we'll probably do is try to get down there, get the third piece, get out, and then once we get out, we'll gather all the stuff and descend again for the fabricator base. I don't want to just look it up right now. Even though our journey will be much harder as a result. Okay, back to Delta Station Dock. Oh, that's an iceberg for a moment there. I'm like, oh crap, is that the... Oh, that's the Chilicery. Uh-oh. Hey, don't mind me. Shoot. Oh, crap. Crap. This is not good. Okay, we need to reload for that. Alright, we've learned, watch out for the chelicerae. So that wouldn't have been a death, because we probably could have made it out of there. Although, if it still chased us, we would be dead. Because it will one-shot us. Hardcore one-shot. However, I could probably replace the I was building another seatruck anyway, but I would lose the depth module, and that would be a little bit problematic. Hey, welcome, Roland. I know, I shouldn't have fed him. We went a little too close to his territory. That was a big dumb on my part. Alright, let's try this again. We should probably go by the wrecked ship, the other wrecked ship, so that we don't go on his path. I kind of forgot that he actually goes by that area very readily. We were basically in his turf. I was also fumbling because I was trying to look for my air bladder to get to the surface. Okay, we should probably go this way then. And this will probably take us back where we need to go. I see Delta Station's that way. And now just hope that he doesn't follow. See, I think he comes over to this side, and then that he paths back. As you can see, the 4 times damage basically means that he will destroy my seatruck if he grabs it. Same thing I imagine with the Shadow Leviathan, even from full health, that they might just destroy it completely. Which is the other reason that I want to replace. Let's see. There we are. We're kind of back on track. Yeah, for some reason I'm not able to repair the vehicles. I think it's because it changes it to where instead of showing the 100 health, to where which would show the percentage value, it's showing me the actual health value of it. So it thinks that I have more health on it than I can actually repair. That is my working theory on it, which makes life very difficult. That's why I'm going to try and replace my seatruck with a new one and switch the depth module in there. My hope is that with full health, if it gets grabbed by a Shadow Leviathan, it can at least survive one grab.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
If we can survive one grab, then I'm going to be happy. Wait, why do I only have 2 kyanite? Oh, it's because I saved before I dove again. Okay, so we're going to have to dive again for the second kyanite. But let's see. First things first, plasteel ingot. That. Oh, and I still need the nickel ore. Ah, oh, jeez. We did all that and broke off for nothing. Okay, we're gonna go back to where we were. I knew I was forgetting something. I think so, Chemic. The only thing is, it would probably only be stuck at 100. And since its actual health value is 500, having the seatruck at 25%, not 25, 20% of its health would be a very, very dangerous game. To be honest, I haven't really tested it yet. Yeah, so this is what I was trying to do before I left. Probably should have saved as I was leaving. Okay, one kyanite was there. I just have to hope that my luck holds out.
Warning, passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Okay. There's the other kyanite. And then that should be all the kyanite that I need to finish the run. But now I need one more nickel ore. And that nickel ore will let me make the final depth module. Yeah, that's why I just took the... Like, I thought the repair tool itself was bugged, so I made a second one, but it's the repair tool. The repair tool itself seems to be fine. Alright, so we need to now go towards the sea monkey nest. Which actually, instead of going up, I should be able to go straight. And then that should take me there. Well, not that way. But I think over here that it rises up enough to connect to the sea monkey's nest. And then my hope is that I can find the nickel ore without too much trouble. And then we'll make a new seatruck, get a new, get the max dive module. We're gonna make 2 trips into the crystal cave from that. The first is to get the final piece of Allen, see if we can do it successfully. Go back, regroup at our base, grab all the stuff we need to hit the fabricator base. If we hit the fabricator base and make Allen, then, well, the run's basically done at that point. Because we won't need to worry about anything else, we just go meet him at Sector 0. There's the last nickel ore. Alright. Now that's something to save over. I don't think I need any more nickel ore. The truth is, I don't remember. Oh, I must have grazed a sea monkey or something. See, that's the problem. Everything just does, like, chips all the paint off. Hey, welcome, Jack Dina. Yeah, we're doing pretty fine. We screwed up and had to reload twice. Oh, there's a crash fish there. I should avoid that. And got grabbed by a chelicerate with our ship, losing our sea truck. We actually managed to surface, but at that point it was just easier to reload. The problem is that the cost for replacing all the stuff is very high, so if I just simply take the loss on the sea truck, I will have to then scrounge up materials for new sea trucks and depth modules. Which, to be fair, it would take a good amount of time, but not necessarily, like, forever. Because we already have some spare stuff. Like the spiral plants. Artemis. Yeah, I know. The chelicerate got its iron for the day. Definitely. Also, its recommended daily value of titanium. Alright, so now make the depth module, replace the sea truck, and then we head back into the depths to try and get the last piece of Allen. I know, I was saying chelicerate, but I think that it's actually pronounced chelicerate. It at least sounds better. But I think I saw videos with folks saying that, and it just feels like that one sounds more likely to be the correct pronunciation.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So that's what I'm going with until further notice. Alright, nickel ore number 2. It's only nickel ore number 2. Where's nickel ore number 3? There it is. Don't mess with me, game. I'm already trying to find out what I even need. Okay, so I've got the... Oh, hey there, kitty. Come on down. Aw, find a nice comfortable spot. I guess you don't want to be in my lap right now. Aw, she was considering it, and then she's like, nope, I'm out of here. Bees for breakfast? Why would we be having bees for breakfast? This sounds like a terrible idea. Alright, depth module number 3. And now we need to make a new seatruck. Because the current one is... it has its paint a little chipped. Okay, that will get us the titanium ingot and the glass. I know, Artemis has been... She was perched up there for a while, and then she just decided to make her presence known. I think I need a power cell, and I have a spare power cell, so that's... Actually, I can just use the one from my seatruck itself, and that should be sufficient. Okay, so power cell's not a hard thing. Advanced wiring kit and the lead ×3. Should have the lead already. Emphasis on should. Emphasis on should. Ah, dang it. That is not should. I feel very disappointed by my lack of lead. That's okay, we can solve this. Okay, hopefully it's not a friggin' lack of copper as well. Okay, good. I don't have the lack of copper. That's at least a thing. Not a thing this time. Alright, beautiful. So we can make the advanced wiring kit. Go get ourselves some lead. And then from there we can make ourselves a new glorious seatruck. Why am I doing this at night? Seems like a very bad idea. In fact, sleep it off. Hey, the spicy peppers are keeping me alive. When you're on ocean planet, you have to do desperate things to survive. In this case, it's eating fevered peppers like candy. Besides, I think actually some people they make like spicy candy. And people like that kind of stuff. I don't think it would suit my taste. But then again, I suppose if I'm on an ocean planet, and the choice is that or death, I think hunger will be an excellent spice. Oh, I'm not getting down there very easily. I got the feeling I'm going to need more lithium to make this run work. On the plus side, I don't have to build a rocket, so in a certain sense, there's a lot less items needed than you'd think. Wait, she's not even chewing, she's just swallowing the peppers whole? Be like, I can't taste the spices if I just swallow it at one go. I don't think that's how it'll work. So I only need 3 lead. Which means I only need 1 more lead from one of these outcroppings. Which is to say that it's probably going to be like 5 of them before I get the desired lead. I've got to say that doing the lead for like the observatories, you actually use more lead than you think. Even though you don't... In the normal game, it's usually silver or copper that you're... silver or copper that you feel like you really need, especially early game. I'm gonna pick up some extra lead, just in case. But I think it was that I used a good number of foundations to set up like the safety cage for the void chelicerates. Oh, geez. I really want to get like 2 spare lead. Because I get this sneaking suspicion I'm going to need 2 lead for something. Oh, that's the other thing. I need the 2 root pustules to make Alan's body. And to get those, I'm going to need to go down into the sea monkey place. Probably not too deep, but I will need to actually go in there. Pretty sure I can get a sea truck down in there too. How much carrying capacity do I have? Surprisingly still pretty good. Alright, let's just make our way over to one of those things. So if we can get the 2 root pustules, then we can cross that off our list. I think those are the only exotic objects that we haven't got yet. I just don't know if I'm going to need more nickel ore for the stuff. It's just been so long.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
I have to admit, this run is a lot easier once you get the sea truck. A lot of it seems to be the brutal early game. Okay, where is the darn kelp forests? Probably over that way. Yeah, because I can see the kelp over there. But once you get the sea truck, if you're able to keep it alive, then you actually aren't in that bad of a spot. I can certainly say that I feel a lot more confident once I got the sea truck. It's just getting one that's the really hard part. Having to really use pipes to get places and hope that it worked. Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh, that's not going to work. Look at all the vines blocking my way. Do you think I got a laser cutter or something? Actually, I think I actually learned how to make a laser cutter. The only downside is, if I try to actually use the laser cutter, I'll die long before I actually get to cut through a door. Since I think all of them are underwater. And it takes like 15 seconds or so to actually cut something. Ooh, this might be more promising. Okay, that just looks like propulsion cannons. And that just looks like mobile vehicle bay fragments. Which would have helped me a long time ago. But it's not going to help me now. Yeah, the only thing is that you have to set up the pipes with those air pumps to make them work. And that takes a bit of getting used to. I mean, it's not that bad once you get used to it. I think it's beyond here that actually has one that I can dive for root pustules. But I mean, once you get the hang of the pipes, then it's not too bad. But for some of the ones, once you start getting deep, unless you're picking up the pipes to take back with you, then what you have to do is you have to make extra pipes get down. Because with 1 second of oxygen, if you try to go more than 25 meters from one pipe to the other, you're probably going to run out of oxygen and drown. Okay, I get the feeling that I'm off course. Yeah, because I think I need to go, like, west from the life pod. And then you usually get the one thing that puts you, like, a beacon in there. And that's, like, the first place with the sea monkeys that get introduced. I just couldn't get under the ice very easily. And I didn't see the purpose of making a pipe network to get over there. To be honest, I thought I didn't even need to go over here. But I forgot about the root pustules. Yeah, normally you'd get a beacon over here. I'm actually surprised that I didn't. Oh, that's like a mineral detector. I like how first aid kits, no, despite how much that I would be clutching them dearly in Death Run, are just about useless in this run. I'm bringing 2 first aid kits, but they just don't really help at all. I don't even think I've used a first aid kit yet. Alright, here's the million-dollar question. Can I actually get down with my seatruck? It's going to be very delicate. Oh, shoot. Crash fish. Caution to the wind! Okay, so the answer is yes, I can. But, dear God, the crash fish. I'm also glad that I'm doing this with my soon-to-be-disposed seatruck.
Seek fluid intake.
It's on the to-do list.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Your goodness. This poor seatruck. Oh. The paint. The poor paint on this thing. Golly. Okay, I'm very glad I did that with this before I got rid of it. Hey, welcome, Spongy Alex. And welcome. Hey, welcome as well, Aaron. We are trying to survive. Oh, I guess we can test that repair theory. Now that my stuff, the health has fallen below 100. Oh, nice. Well, enjoy the winter break. Enjoy that time while you can, because it will go fast. I get a sneaking suspicion that it probably won't let me repair, but even if it does, it's not going to be useful. So as soon as we get this taken care of, I'm actually kind of surprised as to how with dive, where I had dive point B, you could get down to Allen if you made a useful pipe network. But that one didn't have any brute sharks on that side, so that would be the place to dive. There's definitely, that was learned a lot with setting up this run. Okay. Now for the fun part. We have the root pustules to make Alan's body. And we have enough lead to make a new seatruck. Which is the most important thing.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, beautiful. We have the seatruck all set, a power cell. So that's the one thing we need. So, we can take a power cell, whichever one's depleted from this one. Charge 40%. Just do that. And then bam. Oh golly, the weather might force us into the water pretty soon. That double cold buildup certainly goes quick. Oh, it only gave me 70% power. Because I probably tried to cheese it with a 40% battery. That's okay, we can charge it. There we are, 1,000 meters. Now we can test a few things. Sometimes that's the entire thing of using the batteries for this effectively. knowing the ways that you can kind of cheese things with depleted batteries. Root pustules can be put there. Do not need first aid kits. I'm going to keep 2 on hand just in case, but I get the feeling that I'm really not going to need them. How am I doing on this stuff? Polyaniline. Okay, polyaniline I think is salt, and the 3 mushrooms. I don't think I've picked up any salt since I've actually done this. Alright, let's test this repair tool theory. I'm very curious. Oh, it is that. The game thinks that it's at... That's what it is. The game thinks that it's, it displays its actual health value. The game thinks it's above 100%. So you can only keep it at 20% health maximum. Yeah, I would be normally more organized. But to be fair, I generally know what I'm doing with putting things. Besides, I'd have to put all these pipes elsewhere, so I'm kind of like, I don't care. I don't need more than 1 flare. A single flare is what I'm using for just to see my way. I'm so used to flares after Death Run. Okay, so polyaniline. Wait, did I have salt in there? Yeah, I did at least save 1 salt. They're in here, I think. Good, then I can probably do the polyaniline right now. Hey, welcome, Mean Boy. Yeah, I think the fellow who originally did this said that he would probably add a few seconds of oxygen with a small benefit from oxygen tanks, but I wanted to keep with the challenge that they suggested. Because it was just such a fun idea. Alright, good. We got the polyaniline for Alan's body. What else am I going to need? Diamond times 3, plasteel ingot. We can start getting this together. Do I have 2 lithium? I do have the 2 lithium. Oh, but I don't have enough diamonds. That's what's going to hold me back. Oh, I might have to go down to the deep Twisty Bridges. Oh, that's gonna be... that's gonna be painful. But to be fair, if I make a trip down there, I think I would be all set. Okay, so that's done. Root pustule, synthetic fiber, and gel sac times 2. Let's see, those are not the root pustules, those are flower and spores. Let's get everything put in there. My thought is, if I can get everything situated in there, then I know what I have, what I don't have. Because I just don't know what the 3rd thing requires. It's been so long since I've actually made, played through. Alright, so, wait. These gel sacks up as well. Okay, so I have everything for that. I just need the diamonds for that. And then whatever the organs are, which I know 2 kyanite is part of. Because I do remember that you needed kyanite for Alan. I think an ion cube was needed as well. I just think that it's a 3-part thing and I don't remember what the last part was. Okay, so what we're going to do is take our fresh seatruck and put the module in our old one. Because the idea is we're going to go down into deep Twisty Bridges, and if I scratch the paint on this one, I don't care. But if I scratch it on my full health one, then I'm going to very much care. Oh, the last part's gel sacks? But there's gel sacks that's already needed for the other one. I can bring some extra gel sacks, I suppose. Since I have extras. Hey, welcome, Axo and Twink. We're trying to reach the last part. We got the really fun part of the crystal caves coming up. We're just trying to get the last few things for Alan's body. I don't remember what's needed for all of his parts. For the third part, because it's been so long since I played. This is going to be very bad. Okay, I think this is the way down. We just need some more diamonds. If we can get a few more diamonds, then we are golden. Of course, if we scratch our paint too much, then we're going to be SOL.
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Where are you, squid shark? Oh, you're there. Wait, there's two? I thought there was only one down here. And there's also a bunch of spiky traps in this area, so I have to actually watch myself. I think I'm safe in this area. I don't see spiky traps. Yeah, if you know what the third thing is for it, then do feel free to point it out, and then I'll try and bring it with me to save a trip. But otherwise, I'll try not to break the flow by looking it up. Oh, it's 2 ribbon plants. So is it ion cube, 2 ribbon plants, and then 2 kyanite? Yeah, that's not the spiky trap. I'm trying to grab some extra diamonds just in case. Because I haven't been in this section in so long. Yes, that basically would be a death sentence because I don't think I'd be able to break its grip and then get back into my seatruck in time. Of course, squid sharks are probably death as well because I'm pretty sure they can break my sea moth. Well, seatruck in one go. But that's the thing, I can get to the diamonds without them. It's just being worried about spiky traps, because they're actually easy to overlook. Oh, it's 3 kyanite? I thought it was 2. Hey, welcome, Unavailable. Well, if you're on the verge of falling asleep, you should probably get some sleep. Believe me, watch that fellow play games on the internet nowhere near as important. Oh, golly. I'm gonna bring the ribbon plants, and I'll bring the bring an extra ion cube just in case, and I'll bring my kyanite. Cause yeah, I don't remember what the architect organs are. Like I vaguely remember that it's an ion cube, kyanite, and then I want to say that you're right with the ribbon plants. Also, because of how this mod has changed things. They health... I don't actually show the correct things with health values. Instead of a percentage, it shows the full health value. Okay, so 3 diamonds. Okay, so I've got the 3 diamonds, I've got that. I've got that done. Yeah, Wednesday's a bit up in the air at the moment, but as to what it's going to be, but there's going to be stuff happening on Wednesday. And then Sunday, we'll have all this stuff at the Christmas giveaway. Which, by the way, if you're not on my Discord, I'm doing a Christmas giveaway on next Sunday from there. So there's a list of games through Steam keys and so forth that, you know, you can just message me to participate. And then, like right now, there's a list of games that are posted that folks can let me know which ones they want to be noted down for. And then next Sunday, the actual drawings will take place. Well, not so much drawings, they're more so that what is done is, let's see, I think I'd just like do a random number generator and assign numbers to folks. I'm starting to hear that unavailable. Maybe it's one of those things to where they just they have a different spot at the moment and then they'll change their mind later on. Like there's times in which Artemis will be sleeping on my bed like most of the time, and then sometimes she'll just want to find a new spot for a few weeks. Sometimes pets can be like that. Just gotta make it there safely now. Yeah, sometimes dogs and cats can always... Things can change. Their preferences can be finicky. Sometimes they just get a new spot. Just gotta make sure we don't scratch the paint. Oh, no. Go away. Oh, crap, and there's the chillis rate. Because if I needed anything to be worse, it's that. Oh, well, maybe it's just that they wanted a break. I mean, dogs can sometimes just be like that. I mean, if your dog still comes to you for attention, then that's still something to always be happy about. Yeah, we just gotta be very careful. This is the part where there's probably going to be a lot of saving and reloading going on. Just because at this point, if I lose a seatruck, it's pretty expensive to replace it and the depth module. It's not impossible to replace it, but it will take a good bit of time. And I don't think you folks want to wait 30 to 40 minutes to get everything back in order. That's kind of a guesstimate, but it would definitely take probably like at least 15-20 minutes to get everything back in order. Whereas we could just note that I done screwed up and that I saved and reloaded. This one's actually going pretty well overall. Although this is the part where it's going to get hard because I do not remember the crystal caves very well. Hey. Don't scratch the paint. And I remember that I got mixed up in here and couldn't find the fabricator caves for a very long time on my first playthrough. So I do not have high hopes of making it through here easily. There's probably going to be a lot of saving and reloading going on. I'm going to also pick up another piece of kyanite just to be sure. And I certainly appreciate the information, Mean Boy, because I am a bit hazy on it. I don't want to have to make a separate trip back, but if I have to, I will. I don't even remember Crystal Caves very well. all I remember is that I have to go pretty deep on this side. And then I'll run into the last architect pattern. And then after that, I think I have to go towards the left side. And then that will lead me back to, that's not terrible. Where are you? Oh, you're right there. Oh, shoot.
A Leviathan class creature is near. 100 meters.
Alright. Okay, so it could take it from full health all the way to death. That would be a death, because I would drown. There's no way I could make it out of there with 1 second of oxygen. Alright, this is going to be difficult. Oh, man. If I had perimeter defense, this would be a lot simpler, but I don't know where I can get the perimeter defense, because Marguerite won't let me into her place. I'm not sure if that's because the mod busted that. Yeah. Oh man, that 4 times damage is just rough. Especially with no perimeter defense. Just turn out my lights. You can't see me if the lights aren't on, Shadowed Leviathan. I'm one with the shadows. This means we're friends. Mortal enemies, the light Leviathan. Oh, there's another piece of kyanite. Oh no. Oh crap, I moved so slow compared to it. Dang it. It's gonna be tough to get by this thing. Alright, so this is definitely the hard part. The hard part of the trip. Okay, you have a great night. Unavailable. Oh, I don't think even with that many bladderfish I would be able to do it. Besides, I got the small problem that I don't have Sea Glide either. Yeah, that one is gonna be very rough. It moves so fast compared to me. Which is also why I've never really successfully dodged any of these critters. So I wonder... I need to find a better way to slip by it. I wonder if being lights out and just maintaining like silence will help.
Proceed with caution. A Leviathan class creature is near.
I think I know that by now. Yeah, stealth doesn't work either. Oh man, that's not gonna help. Okay, maybe we have to hide in like the little crevices and it can't reach us. Dear goodness. We got very lucky with finding the kyanite at first. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to be extra sneaky. That thing is... that is like significantly faster than us. It's very relentless. And it can take us from full to nothing in no time whatsoever. Okay, so then the real question is, where can I hide? Need to find a crevice or something. Maybe that. Come on, Rock Puncher, you got this. You're my new buddy. I still think it could probably get down here and get me. Hey, Rock Puncher, don't do that. Oh, come on. How did it see me down here? Oh, man. Okay, what we might need to do is go back and see if we can trigger the stuff with Marguerite. Because I think... I don't know. I don't think the hide-in's working very well. And it doesn't seem like we can really... We're gonna try one more thing. I wonder if I can use objects to try and... I was trying to do that, like, initially. But I get the feeling that that's not gonna help still. Like, that could probably be used, but I get the feeling that that's not gonna be too helpful. If not, we're gonna try doing some other stuff. Shenanigans.
Proceed with caution. A Leviathan-class creature is near.
See, maybe this crevice is enough. Hey! That's right. You lost interest. The only downside, it's probably gonna... Oh, it's waiting there. Okay, so now the hard part. Because there's more than one Shadow Leviathan. And that's not the end of it. Not in any way, shape, or form. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I'm actually surprised that that worked. But our bigger problem is we gotta try and find our way out afterwards. And not to mention, we still haven't found our way towards the actual thing. But plus side, we did learn something. Okay, I think it's actually this way. As you can tell, I don't really know the Crystal Caves very well. We did at least learn what we need to do. Ooh, another crevice. There's some kyanite, but I'd need a prawn suit to be able to use that. I wonder if we'd kill a prawn suit in one grab. Okay, so this is interesting to be over here, but it's not gonna proceed us towards that. It's a good place to hide, though. I wonder if I can go over this way, if that will take us closer. It's like, dive! Dive! Oh, shoot. Scratch the paint. I don't want to quick save yet, Jack, because I don't want to get stuck. Putting myself in a bad position.
The crystals in this environment are confusing my senses, and yet I feel certain there is something important below. A facility or a body component. Perhaps both.
Aha.
I cannot tell.
This is the one.
There is definitely something of value nearby. It could help you build my body.
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
That cow's warning me about 100 meters down. I don't think that's the biggest concern right now. Just saying. I'll save once I get into the facility, because the hard part's going to be sneaking out. If I do have all the stuff to make Alan's body, then we'll be set. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, so yeah, that seems to be the thing. You have to just use those crevices if you don't have perimeter defense or anything else. It might be easier to do with a prawn suit, since those things are even smaller and can slip in. Alright, third part. What's it take? Oh, right.
You will be able to construct
Thank you, Meme Boy. You were right. It was 3 kyanite.
both primary and secondary. Our designs provide for redundancies.
Given your current location, I think.
And you were
I could
right
still
about the
be
ribbon
moved.
plants.
Your feedback has been noted. You have scanned all the components we need to make a storage body.
Are you excited?
Using the chemical compounds available in your body, I am able to approximate what you might call cautious optimism.
Alan knows about the Shadow Leviathans. Maybe the real perimeter defense was the crevice all along. Were the crevices we hid in all along the way. Okay, so now the hard part. The really hard part. Wait. Oh, that's... Yeah, it's definitely going to be hard to go out of there like that. Oh no, this is going to be so bad. It's not going to work out very well. But we do have everything we need to make Alan, if we can get to the fabricator base. If we make Alan, then it's basically a win, because even if we just decide to suicide out there, we can, even if we suicide outside the fabricator base, we'll go back to our base, and getting to Outpost Zero will be a snap. So now the real hard part. I don't remember where the fabricator base is. All I remember is, oh, red crystals. Red crystal's good. Red crystal's fabricator. Oh, I think it's that way. Oh, you have a great night, smart student. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so now here's the real hard part. Because there's usually a Shadow Leviathan in this area. And I have to hope that it doesn't get me before I get into the fabricator base. Aww. There it is.
I sense the presence of a substantial facility in the area. Unable to identify.
I'm going to do this as cautiously and stealthily as possible. Oh, jeez. It saw me. Yep. I'll take it. I think it's this way. This is where I get this wrong. Dang it, Alan, couldn't you have sent me directions or something? Oh, you can tell that I haven't done this in so long. I don't even remember the way to go. It'd be really funny if I'm headed out of the fabricator base. Yeah, I think I'm heading out. Yeah, I think I got turned around. Because the Shadow Leviathan kind of tripped me up. I think it is this way. But the Shadow Leviathan got me misled. I suppose if it destroys my ship close to the thing, then I'm overall okay. No. Oh, shoot. Alright. At least we saved near the beginning of it. I guess round 2 was not in the cards for that. That would have been a death. Mostly because my 1 second of oxygen
100 meters. Oxygen
would not
efficiency
have
decreased.
been enough. Alright, so we're probably going to have to try and juke the Shadow Leviathan again, like we did. And then after that, go for the thing, the facility. I get a sneaking suspicion I'm not making it out of here alive.
I sense the presence of a substantial facility in the area. Unable to identify.
Oh, I can't get out that way. I suppose if I brought some titanium, making some base corridors would have also helped. Oh, shoot! No. Hey. Just lose interest. We can talk about this, Shadow Leviathan. Alright, I will take it. Even though it's angry again. Ah, jeez. Making this really intense. Okay, that's not the way. It's further down here. I am not making it out of here alive. That much is for sure. The downside, I don't know where to go. I don't remember where the actual door is. Other than that, it's pretty darn deep. Oh! Maybe. No, that's not it. I thought I saw it. And then I realized, nope. What, the entire thing of if it grabs me once I die? Why would that stress you out? That doesn't seem that bad. Although, yeah, I'm just trying to find where the darn door is. I don't know why it's that difficult to find. I must be blind. Did I get turned around again? Goodness. Why do I keep doing this? on the side down low. Yeah, I'm turned around again because this is where I was. Oh shoot. I thought I was safe there. Turns out, not so much. Oh, I'll just go down as much as possible. I thought I was doing that. I have not been down the Fabricator base in forever. Apologies for this screw-ups, folks.
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency
It
decreased.
should technically be the less difficult part. Heck, I'm surprised I actually found the Fabricator base so quickly. I expected that to be like 10 different deaths of trying to explore. Okay, so we'll try and go down as much as we can, but...
I sense the presence of a substantial facility in the area. Unable to identify.
I know I can use this again. It aggroes. And that being said, it's gonna aggro. Jeez. Hey, wait. Where'd you come from? Oh, shoot. Dang Fingal. I thought I was safe. I must have looped around. I probably did miss it. Hey, welcome, Birdie. It's more so difficult in the sense that if it grabs my ship, I'm dead. Because it will take it from full health to nothing.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
And I just don't remember where the door is for this, so I'm being super dumb. Probably also super blind. Oh! Well, I certainly hope that you get the opportunity at some point, Axel, to finish it. It's just a lot of fun. After all...
I sense the presence of a
jeez.
substantial facility in the area.
Seatruck, what are you doing?
Unable to identify.
Go home, you're drunk. What I might have to do is use that little spot again. I don't think that's quite the same spot. Hey, get lost, Shadow Leviathan. Shoot. Okay, so that's a safe spot. That. Oh, jeez, and we decided to go right where it's going. Shadow of Leviathan, why would you do this? Oh, dang Fingal. Right where we're going. Maybe if I go around. Ah, crap, it's gonna get us. I'll take it. Shoot, that was a lot of luck. Okay. I don't think it's there. Oh, there it is. Goodness, I am blind. I can't believe I kept overlooking that.
You have used the fabricator.
Apologies, folks, for my blindness.
And then we can transfer you out of my head?
And apparently my stupid pills.
As much as you want.
Oh, jeez.
So, Alan, you said your people came here in search of a cure?
I was a researcher.
You were a scientist? Like me?
My people regarded my
But we did it,
scientific
finally.
contributions with particular interest,
As I said, like me.
if that is your interpretation.
So, how did your valuable scientific mind wind up infected?
Not my mind, my body.
Hey, thank you, Meme
Perhaps
Boy.
you should build the next.
Believe me, I definitely appreciate it.
So you came here to search for a cure?
I don't know what I was thinking.
Does that mean the bacteria got out on your watch?
This subject is uncomfortable. If you would like to know more, I will ask that you first construct the final.
I'll watch it destroy my seatruck. It'd be like, you're gonna drown yourself, man.
This is the last piece. Soon I will be autonomous again.
What will you do with your newfound freedom?
I must return home to make amends.
Amends? For the bacteria? There seems to be a lot you're not telling me.
It is hard for me to find the words. I must collect my thoughts. We have all the necessary components. You may initiate body fabrication sequence from the terminal.
You still owe me an explanation.
I understand.
Commence installation using fabrication.
Alright, we done did it.
The escape of the bacteria was an accident. I thought my solution was foolproof. I was wrong.
Did you cause the
Oh,
accident?
congrats on finishing the game, Meme Boy.
Yes.
Oh,
I do not wish to speak about it.
we can come back to this.
I lost track of the number of deaths that would be attributed to the Shadow Leviathans, but I'm pretty sure we hit, like, low double digits.
Commencing data transfer.
Hey, you have a wonderful night, Axel. Thanks for stopping by.
Did it work? Are we...
It has been some time since I last stretched out in so many dimensions. Like waking from a dream.
Whoa. Hey. You're really not in my head anymore?
There are some remnants. Would you like your memories of me removed as well?
Are you kidding? No way. You still owe me the end of your story.
I told you I must return home. To assess. Repair. Make amends.
Tell me more.
When the bacteria escaped, it was my fault. I disobeyed the directive from my network.
Oh no.
We noticed that a species of Leviathan young produced an enzyme that is efficient against the bacteria. I thought if we incubated sea dragon eggs, we might expedite their hatching. I was not wrong.
But...
It would appear that sea dragon parents are stronger and more motivated than our facility was rated to handle.
And the bacteria got out, infecting everything. How many survived the outbreak back home? Are they still waiting for someone to bring back a cure?
I do not know.
Can I help?
The fact that I withheld this information does not concern you.
It was certainly manipulative. And I've also made my own share of mistakes. I'm still committed to helping.
I accept your help. Find me at the gate when you are ready. In the meantime, I must prepare.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Nice. Well, now the fun part. It technically doesn't matter if we die at this point. Because if we lose our seatruck and die, we can actually just respawn at our base.
We have gathered the necessary components to begin constructing my
Great.
Little late.
What's next?
Little late on this call,
Get you out of
Alan.
my head.
First, you must find the fabrication facility. It is concealed.
What the heck, Alan? You're very late on this.
Facility. So you planned on needing to make new bodies?
It is a standard medical facility.
A medical facility where you just replace your whole body when it wears out? Sounds a little beyond standard to me.
Ours was a research mission of the highest importance.
So, what were you, a scientist like me?
I am.
Hey, 1 second, Sleepy Titan.
So, what happened? Your team found the vaccine.
We're just kind of waiting
and
on this
Please,
to end.
Robin, you have the components. Find the facility and construct the body.
Okay, but don't think I don't notice you changing the topic.
Okay, so early on, you have to use things like the air bladder to basically get boosted up out of the water quickly. You can also use it to replenish oxygen, and you also need to use the air pump and pipes to be able to make this work. Uh-oh. Oh no, this is gonna be kind of bad. I probably did a big jump on my seatruck. Alright, so at this point, it doesn't matter if it kills me. It's gonna kill me. Yeah. Alright, now we can drown. Oh, I guess not. You don't even get to drown. It just basically says, you died X2. I died and then I drowned again. Oh, hey, you put me back into my life pod. That's actually not a bad spot. But yeah, air bladder works really good because it gets you, it helps you ascend really fast. Alright, so we're gonna get our other seatruck so we can get back to to Outpost 0 really fast. Hey, welcome, Kyuzuki. Yeah, at that point, it was just simpler to die and respawn at our base or life pod. To be honest, I don't see how it would be very easy to slip by all the Shadow Leviathans, get out of the Crystal Caves with our seatruck intact. So it seems like at that point, it just might be easier to die. Well, if I knew I would go back to the life pod, I would have just parked my seatruck over by it. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry about that, Sleepy Titan. That part was... The Crystal Caves was very rough because any of the critters, if the Shadow Leviathan grabbed our seatruck, it would destroy it, even at full health. And so the entirety of that run was trying to... It was a lot of save reloading, and basically trying to hide in crevices to avoid getting killed by it. So it was a little bit rougher than would be expected. For some reason, I couldn't enter Marguerite's base to be able to get the perimeter defense. If I had perimeter defense, then that would have been a lot safer of a run. And I might have been able to do this without being killed. What's its health at? On the plus side, I can repair it now.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
But yeah, unfortunately... But yeah, early game, until you get the seatruck, you have to use pipes and everything to make it work. Because your hardest part is you need to be able to get down to a mobile vehicle bay, and the only way you can do that is with pipes. So yeah, that's the thing. We can repair this once it gets below 100 health, but it's using its actual health value instead of using the percentage health that it normally does. And the mod, I think, busted that. So now we can go back to Outpost 0. We never got a prawn suit. I'm a little surprised at that. I didn't realize you needed 4 fragments. But hey, thank you Meme Boy, especially, for pointing out what was needed with the Architect organs. Because otherwise I would have had to slip out of the crystal caves, get the objects, and then come back. Oh yeah, Shadow Leviathans are very aggressive. Oh, nice. Yeah, the Reaper Leviathan definitely is a good way to get spooked. Especially if they get you out of the blue. But yeah, as you saw, Reaper, that those Shadow Leviathans are very aggressive. And it's very hard to dodge them, because they move faster than the seatruck. So, what you would usually do is just use perimeter defense to shock it. It would lose its grasp, and then you'd be able to continue on your merry way. But I don't know if you can get the perimeter defense if you don't go into Marguerite's base. I'm a little unclear on that. Okay, so I think that's the way. That's looking very much like the way. But hey, we actually did it. It definitely does, unlike Death Run, it definitely does feel like the challenges in the early game, other than the Crystal Caves, and that's only because of the four times damage that makes Leviathans basically one-shot your seatruck. If it wasn't for that, then I think that if you took normal damage, you'd be perfectly fine, because you could just repair it in between stuff. Uh-oh. Hypothermia is imminent.
Hypothermia imminent.
Armor Lily, save me! Oh, and of course I didn't bring any fevered peppers. I didn't think I'd need any. Well. YOLO! I'm pretty sure I can make it before I die. If I wasn't so sure, I would have made it before that with the hypothermia. Oh, that's right, because the actual Architect Gate is over in there. Hey.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Dang Fangled. Okay, there we are. There's thermal lilies. I mean, Reapers are definitely ones that, because of their roars and everything, they do tend to be a bit more good at spooking you. Especially because sometimes they'll just roar right before they're charging at you. And they can take you by surprise. Alright, finally. Here we are.
Are you preparing to leave, Alan?
Yes, there is much to do.
Let me go with you. I don't want to have to do another voyage to hotel. I've already done one. That's enough.
Do you still wish to leave with me? Beyond this teleporter, there is no turning back.
Are you kidding? I can't pass up a chance to see where architects come from. Besides, I don't have another ride.
I do not know what we will find there. The others may be sick or angry.
The only thing I didn't do was cure the frozen Leviathan
You could
Sleepy
find
Titan.
peace. Family.
I hope you are right. Please complete any business you still have on this planet. Join me on the other side when you are ready to leave.
So I mean, like, we did the base story. We just didn't do the stuff with getting the cure for the frozen Leviathan. Which isn't necessary to finish the game, but it kind of ties up the loose ends with your sister.
Robin, you're just in time. The phase gate is opening.
You've been hiding a phase gate here this whole time.
Only for the last millennium. It will lead us home.
No wonder you hid yourself from Altera.
It was imperative to keep the homeworld safe, in hopes that the others survived.
Yeah.
Well, if you hear the roars of the Reapers, like you can tell if you're in the area where a Reaper is, because you'll hear the faint roaring.
Help me prepare the ship. The energy masts must be moved into place.
And then at that point, you can... It's not always that they'll be able to see you,
This is different.
but you'll know that you're in the area where a Reaper will be. And that's... Like, if you play through the base game, you don't even actually need to encounter a Reaper. The only one that you might encounter is when you're going into the Aurora. But otherwise, you can do the entire thing without encountering a Reaper. Not so much with Ghost Leviathans. I think you're probably going to encounter a Ghost Leviathan. And a Sea Dragon, unless you get very lucky with that. Hey, welcome, Sasha. Hey, thank you, mean boy. I'm actually surprised it went as well as it
Very
did.
good. Return to me and I will initiate ship assembly. Thank you. The masts are in place. The energy field is ready. There is no
Although I
time.
would have preferred a smoother Crystal Caves. I think that if there were anything to figure out, it would be the stuff for the end, the Crystal Caves. To try and find a safer way through there. Yeah, this is the very end, Birdie. As once you make Alan's body, then you
Join
can
me, Robin.
enter the you can beat the game.
I apologize. The levitator was calibrated for heavier bodies. I would have helped you to your feet, but as you can see, I have been fully integrated with the ship.
Is this permanent?
Nothing is permanent. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, you could say that. Ready to leave the past behind.
Good. Please brace yourself, and then we will depart. Launching in 3.
Oh yeah, if you head to the Aurora before you, then you're gonna, depending on where you go around the Aurora, you're gonna run into a lot of Reapers. It's generally not a good idea to go there before it explodes. Hey, welcome back, Iceberg. We've actually reached the end. Crystal Caves was very brutal. Because Shadow Leviathan can take you from full health to nothing with 4x damage.
What will we find when we get there?
If I am the last of my kind, I will experience the sorrow of 10,000 souls dimming.
I'm not actually sure, Kiyozuki. To be honest, I'm usually very bad with keeping track of lore. I usually get engrossed in the mechanics and challenges and such.
And if they survived?
With you, I am ready to face whatever awaits.
I know, the visuals are really good. Below Zero has a lot of good stuff to it. I just feel that the base game is a lot better overall. Alright, we actually did it. However, we definitely need to find out, if we were to do it again, the bigger thing would be setting up stuff earlier to get the mobile vehicle bay a little bit easier, and then also figuring out what we could do in the crystal caves to make it easier for survival. Because I hate strategies that are dependent on dying, like after it was when we fabricated Alan. I know, the first game definitely has a lot of great stuff to it. Although the first game throws you kind of... It's a sink or swim kind of moment. Because you don't really get told where to go very well. Hey, thank you, Lord of the Night Wolves. But I still enjoyed Below Zero. I think the reason I haven't really done as much with Below Zero is because there wasn't really much in terms of mods to actually play. Whereas with Subnautica, there's Death Run. And Death Run makes the game significantly harder to keep trying different challenge kind of stuff with it. And I feel like with Death Run, I still want to get through Deathless on worse than Death Run stuff. Yeah, some aspect. But yeah, this wasn't... Once I had the seatruck, I thought the spiral plants would be significantly harder to get, but I'm actually surprised that you could get them so easily by the entrance to the crystal caves and such with just the first death module. So it worked out really well in that sense. But I wonder if there's a different way to get the perimeter defense besides Marguerite's base. So it looks like that this module caused problems with her quest line. Oh, I hope so, Jackina. I really want to have some more stuff to be able to play with it. Although it doesn't seem as though... It seems that it's more direct with the story as to where you can get the stuff a lot quicker. Whereas for the first game, it does take a lot more investment to get down into the Lost River. Yeah, there's a lot of quality of life stuff in Below Zero that's actually quite a nice. Wow. I didn't actually expect to be able to beat this as quickly as it occurred with this. It's a very interesting challenge. And base game Subnautica could be done the same way. Although your biggest problem with base game Subnautica would be getting the sea moth. And then after the sea moth, you'd probably have to get the prawn suit to be able to get down into the Lost River. Well, not necessarily the Lost River, but the lava zones. Your biggest problem would be warpers warping you out of your suit. I'm trying to think, because... Yeah, you would have to use the prawn suit so that you could get into the thermal facility, use that, and then get back out. It could work, though. Let's see, final time was 7 hours and 50 minutes. So, yeah, that worked out pretty good. But so many deaths. I'm pretty sure we had like 8 to 10 deaths from being grabbed with the Shadow Leviathan, destroying our ship. But now I'm genuinely curious as to whether or not that's avoidable. Because if you can get a perimeter defense somehow, then you should be able to be fine going through there. At least I would want to think so. But nonetheless, this is since we actually beat it, this is where we'll stop for the night. Wednesday's going to be kind of up in the air. It's either going to be Imposter Factory, which is, if you've ever played To the Moon or Find in Paradise, this looks to be like the third story in that one. Yeah, I'm sorry, Grim. We actually finished not too long ago. Or it could be another game that I'm trying to actually play before and upload on. And then Saturday we're going to be doing a module called Time Fracture for Hollow Knight, which will randomize the speed of the game every time we take damage. So, I'm not sure what we'll do next Sunday, but we'll figure something out. But nonetheless, thank you guys for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you next time. You guys have a wonderful night.